Gamesense. I'm sure you've heard the term countless times, especially when one of your teammates is telling you how much of it you lack. But what exactly is Gamesense, and how do you develop it? Gamesense is simply understanding the game and what variables are at play during the game. In this video, we're going to cover all of the topics that will help you develop good game sense. The first step to having good game sense in Valorant is understanding the agents, more specifically, team composition. Understanding your team and the enemy's team composition will help you determine how you should play the game. A few things to look for when loading into the game are flashes, blinds, stuns, smokes, info utility, and trips. All of these things will help you determine how you should play each game. However, once you start the game, there are other things that you should be paying attention to as well. The first of those is economy. Economy is very important because it can dictate how your team and the enemy team are going to play the round. For example, if one team doesn't have as strong of a buy as the other team, they're going to want to play the round differently, working for picks and trying to get a gun. So it's best if you have the strong guns to not give them those picks. And again, if you're the team on the weak buy, you're going to have to play cringe and weird and stupid to try and get a pick and get a gun. The next thing to pay attention to is ult points. Ult points are very important as they can actually dictate where an enemy might push and where they might hold. For example, if on Ascent you have a Killjoy on the enemy team that is one off her ult, most likely she's going to go A and grab that ult orb and put her ult onto A. The next thing to pay attention to is habits. Habits are things that the enemy do and how you can capitalize on them. For example, if the enemy keeps pushing one side over and over, maybe have your sentinels start setting up that site to stop them from pushing. The most important thing to look at during the game is the minimap. The minimap gives you tons of info such as where your teammates are and what they see, where the enemies are and what utility is active. Knowing all of that information can help you better prepare for a round and what you need to do in that round. One thing to consider when using your minimap is when you're actually looking at it. The only time you should really be looking at your minimap is when you're not in danger and when you can't shoot your gun. For example, if I'm in a smoke or in a corner, it's a good time for me to check my minimap and see what's going on around me so I can prepare for when I'm going to leave the smoke. Or if I'm reloading or rotating with my knife out, since I can't shoot anyway, I can get more information from looking at my minimap than staring at my screen. Another very important aspect of game sense is timing. You heard that right. The guy that swings you as soon as you look away, yeah, he didn't just get lucky, he also had good timing. Even though luck is a factor in timing, skill is still a requirement to use timing effectively. Timings are usually when it's time to flank, peek, or use abilities. These timings are very important, and timing them effectively and correctly will help you so much in your games. The final piece of the puzzle of game sense is decision making. Decision making is using all of the other information you have access to make a play. For example, knowing what kind of agents they have, knowing where they're playing, their habits, and how much money they have. All of those things put together will help you make a good decision on how you should play the round. Now, one very important rule when it comes to decision making is that it's better to make a decision that's wrong than it is to sit forever and think about the right one. Because while you're sitting there being indecisive, not knowing what you should do, things are still happening in the round. That's why it's better to just make a decision fast and stick with it, and then learn later through trial and error if it was good or bad. So essentially you're gambling in a sense, but it'll be really helpful in making decisions. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe as it'll really help this channel grow. That's all for educational content, but enjoy some gameplay because we have to make this video longer.
Probably up tree.
One enemy remaining. Spike down A.
Okay, take what's useful.
Spike down mid.
No hard feelings.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Damn it, I'm sorry. Jen?
One enemy remaining. You should run.
Cage careful now. Cage trigger.
GP main.
Oh, powerless. System failure.
Globes logs.
Here.
Spike down B. One enemy remaining. One enemy remaining. Flawless.
I'm gonna try to just learn.
Hostile removed.
They know you're going here.
Cage triggered.
One enemy remaining.
Cover was last
We
B.
won on E. Oh.
You going swing on tap.
Here.
Heaven!
Attackers win.
GG's.
My ultimate delivers.